Conservative media viewers, what's going on? It's me, John D. Villarreal, the four-time national champion and the MMA expert. Well, it's come down right here. The Strikeforce Heavyweight Grand Prix. It's going down this weekend. And finally, we have the two finalists. Cormier versus Josh Barnett. DC versus Barnett. It's coming down right here. Who do you have, JD Vu? Who do you like in this thing? Who am I picking to win this whole situation and be crowned the champion of this tournament? Whoo! First of all, this is all my personal opinion only, not alleged any fact, like I said, personal, all fair entertainment purpose only. Please check disclaimers. Here's the deal. I really am a big fan of both of these incredible fighters. But if I have to pick one, here's how I'm going to break it down. DC, I'm a huge fan. Enormous wrestling background. I mean, phenomenal wrestling background. You can't really get much better than that, bottom line. Explosive power, good hands, great energy, great movement, great speed, particularly for a heavyweight. And he's just a cool, funny guy, and if you haven't seen the videos I have with him, check those out. Now, on the other hand, Josh Barnett, the War Master, dude. I mean, former UFC champion. I mean, he's been over there in Pride. Now he's in Strikeforce. This man has fought the who's who of heavyweights, in my personal opinion. Look, I think when you add it all up, either one of these gentlemen can win, but if I have to pick, I'm going with Barnett. I think he's too much experience. I think he's too good at too many things. And I think he's got, the height and the range as well. So, it will be interesting to see how Cormier handles this. I don't expect Cormier to just sit there and trade. I'm not saying that that won't happen, but I think that at the end of the day, in a match like this, it's too important. It's too big. If you look at Cormier's record, yes, he's undefeated, 9-0. But Silva, in my personal opinion, is the biggest name on that resume, and that was an impressive win. But I think, with this kind of situation with Barnett, I just expect Cormier, look, the fight could go anywhere. And I'm not saying that it's not. But I expect Cormier to just understand that this is a huge, huge opportunity for him. And why don't you go with what is best for you? And see if he can't, impose that superior wrestling on Barnett. For me, I just feel like Barnett is too good at too many things. I think that the best way to beat Barnett, if you're Cormier, is to impose your wrestling and try to use that superior grappling and see what happens. If you can use some positioning, some ground and pound, that type of stuff. But, with Barnett, could that end up playing into Barnett's hands and get Barnett a submission on Cormier? I think in the stand-up game, I think Cormier has explosive hands and stuff like that, but I think that Barnett, good at kicks, good at striking, good at doing different things, has a range, and I feel like, Barnett is too good, too crafty, and able to utilize too many things. So I just feel like Barnett has a lot of different ways that he can win this. Submission, striking, and, I won't say that I think that Barnett's grappling is good enough so that he can stay in it. I'm not saying he can stop Cormier with the grappling, and I think that's, again, the real question mark. Barnett, to me, doesn't have any holes in his game, but is Cormier's wrestling so strong that he can overcome that and make that into the best way to sort of defeat Barnett? That's a real question. If Cormier is able to impose the wrestling and able to hold Barnett down, then what happens there? Can Barnett do the work that he needs to do and be effective off his back if that's where it goes? But I think that, when you're looking at this kind of fight, I think over the period of time that the fight's going to happen, that Barnett, there's going to be enough transitions, enough openings, and I think Barnett's been down this road many, many times before. I expect Barnett to go out there and win this thing. So that's what I think is going to happen. And maybe Barnett, quite frankly, tries to do a points game on that. That could happen too. So that's what I think. What do you think about this? I'm very excited for this fight because the more I think about it, the more I say, okay, if I would do this and that, whatever. So I think it's going to be very competitive. I think it's going to be very interesting. the end of the day, I'm going with Barnett. What do you think about that? You tell me what's going on. Comments below. Please subscribe above. I'm John D. Villarreal, the 4-time national champion and the MMA expert. You're watching Conservative Media. Please rate this video up. Also, please post to your social networking sites. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.